everybody.
Hi everyone, my name is Chelsea.
I'm Angelica.
And together we're two random girls. Just like quick FYI, literally just before the show started, like randomly messed up my makeup a little bit. Just if you see something weird, don't be like, oh my god. Like
if you see something, say something. But yeah, I don't think it'll be noticeable, but just in case, it's always good to do a PSA.
Yeah, I don't want to be somebody in the comments. Who gonna be in the comments? Sorry, that killed me.
Me in the comments.
You in the comments. Yeah.
Sorry. Today we're gonna be talking about Love Island, of course. Before my trip, so this is actually gonna be the last
one
Love Island update before I come back my trip and before we know who won and stuff. So yeah, so sorry about like not being able to capture our reactions to the winner, but I'm gonna just let you know right now. If AMAYA doesn't win, I'm not watching Love Island a day in my life. Okay, I'm lying. I will be very sad though if AMAYA doesn't win. But I promise you, if Nicolandria wins, I'm never watching Love Island ever again, and I say it now.
She is obviously an enemy to True Connection. Insane. For me, the only way I would feel like that way is if Iris and Pepe win, or Huda and Chris. They need to get out my villa.
No, I forgot. If Huda and Chris win, also.
Like those are the people we need to get out. And I'm not gonna lie, I like Iris and I like Pepe. Like it's not like I feel for them the way I feel.
Love them down.
Like literally, I think they're cool people. Just they need to get out. Like it's not the place for them anymore. Go home to your loved ones. Bro, go home to Hannah. Go home to TJ.
Girl, you think they're gonna accept them? I'm not gonna accept them after what I saw.
Yeah,
that poor TJ's man face. I mean, I know people are saying that he follows Andrew Tate, but I still feel bad for the man.
Like generally, I'm so confused, and I don't understand how people are like they're the people who seem to be weird. At least for Nick and Olandria, it's been there since the beginning. They both said that they felt some way for each other. They were attracted to each other. Do you know what I mean? They liked each other. Like,
yeah.
For these people, just randomly out of nowhere, you both of your TJ just got voted out. Next thing you know, you're looking deeply into Peppa's eyes. I was so confused. Like that night when they were like the only people awake and they were just staring at each other. I was like, what is actually happening here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, but okay.
Yeah.
Actually, guys, so Cierra literally just posted her response video.
Yes, so you're gonna get a live reaction from us.
Yeah. Alrighty. Ooh.
I ain't got no panties on. Ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no. Okay.
A lot of people have been waiting for me to speak up about the news that's come to light recently, and now that I've been back in the U.S. for about 48 hours and I've had the chance to process, I now feel like I'm at a space where I can speak about this without being highly emotional because I am not the victim in this situation. While I was in the villa, there were some posts that resurfaced from my past where I was very naively using an incredibly offensive and derogatory term. And before I get into the details, I want to first start by addressing not just anyone that I have hurt or deeply offended, but most importantly, the entire Asian community. I am deeply, truly, honestly so sorry. I had no idea that the word held as much pain, as much harm, and came with the history that it did, or I never would have used it. I had no ill intention when I was using it, but that's absolutely no excuse because intent doesn't excuse ignorance. It just doesn't. And I just need you to know that I am so sorry, but this is not an apology video. This is an accountability video. I do want to hold my hands up and say that I take accountability for using the word, but I do want it to be known that I genuinely had no idea that it was a slur. I had no idea of its meaning, and it wasn't until I made the public story post in 2024 when a follower of mine reached out to correct me.
Oh, that was true.
What I was saying was incredibly hurtful. It was a derogatory term. It was a slur.
Oh my god! And the person
she didn't even put
the rest.
Wait, you could pause it, honey. She said, "Hey Britt, thank you so much for this message. Truly, I am so embarrassed for being so naive and unaware. It's no excuse as the damage is already done. You have every right to be upset for my careless misuse of the word. I do hope you know I had zero ill intention and I didn't mean to cause any harm. Being a person of color and minority myself, I should be a lot more careful with the messages I'm spreading. Thank you for educating me, and I can assure you this word has been removed from my vocabulary, and I'll make an honest effort to make sure no other derogatory words or terms leave my mouth or are shaded or are shared to my audience. Thank you again, and I'm so sorry. Making a promise to do better. And she said, "Thank you for the thoughtful response. I appreciate it."
Immediately deleted the post. I was apologetic and I educated not only myself on the true meaning and history of the word, but also anyone around me who was accidentally holding space for this slur.
Sorry, holding space.
Which I'm so grateful that she did. I had a good conversation with her about it. I made the correction immediately. The word was immediately removed from my vocabulary. And I think right now there are tons of things floating around, different screenshots with different timestamps, and fueling this narrative that I sort of doubled down once people tried to correct me and was like, oh, like, I don't know, I'm still going to use it. But
Yeah.
that was not the case. Like, the truth is that in that moment, the lesson was learned, the word was removed, and it was a true learning moment for me. And I think since that moment, I've done so much growing as an individual, and I've tried my best to educate others who might be accidentally holding space for these types of words that could be offensive in their vocabulary. I completely agree with the network's decision to remove me from the villa. I think that this is something that deserved punishment, and the punishment has absolutely been received for sure. I think the backlash has obviously been very hard to deal with, but I understand that people are kind of confused on why I would have even said it or why I would have been doubling down and continuing to use it. So I understand where the hate is coming from. And, you know, I can do my best to drown out the noise and pay attention to the truth, but what's been extremely, extremely difficult is the way people are approaching my family and my loved ones. You know, they have had ICE called on them. My family doesn't feel safe in their own home. I'm receiving death threats. Like, there's no need to fight hate with hate. I don't think that that's justice. And if you want to know that you're heard and that I'm sorry and that I will move differently, I promise you that's what will happen. I know that no apology could ever be enough for the harm that I've caused and the offense that's taken place. I know that moving forward, my actions and how I decide to live my life from here on out is gonna speak louder than any apology ever could. But I do need it to be known that I am sorry and I did mean no harm. And hopefully there are people out there that can use my mistake as a learning moment, and to just be better, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take today and tomorrow, and I'm gonna take strides to be better. And all I can ask for is, even if you won't give me forgiveness, if you can just allow me to grow with grace. And hopefully, instead of sitting here and trying to convince you that I am this amazing person who spreads light in the world and celebrates cultures and dynamics and backgrounds, then one day you can see that from me. I'm deeply sorry again, and I thank anyone who's listening. I know a lot of people have been waiting for me to speak.
Okay. She also did post like something on her story, like a wording thingy. It says, "I do not and have never condoned racism or the repression of any cultural group in any form. I would never intentionally use any word, especially a slur, to tear down anyone's culture or community. When I used that word, I didn't fully understand what it meant or how much pain it carries. I learned how deeply wrong it was when I was called out of..." Okay. It was like, she said, my experience in the villa was nothing short of magical. The memories I made with the people I met are one I'll cherish forever. While I'm heartbroken, my journey had to be cut short. I understand that mistakes, especially ones like this, deserve consequences. Once again, to the Asian community, I am deeply sorry for my thoughtless mistake and the harm it caused. With love and humility, C. So I'm not gonna lie, like I wanted to say something on the podcast, but I knew I had to be very careful with my words because I didn't want to invalidate anyone's experience or like invalidate their feelings and how, like, because I'm also not Asian, I cannot like say
What's
anything like what's harmful or not, like how strong this word like makes somebody feel. But what I did think was, like, obviously she should have never said this word. It was wrong, and obviously it did hurt people because it's not something that could be changed and make them feel like she seems to use it in a way that like spoke down on like a feature that people are literally born with and they cannot change, and who they have been made to feel like less than because of those features. So like I understand, but I do think I generally thought she just literally did not know the word.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like I personally also never like didn't know it was a slur until I'm not gonna lie, I think until recently, either because of this or a little before this, I think. I found out it was a slur, and I just think, like, obviously, like Chelsea said, we're not Asian, so we can't say what is offensive to them or not, right? Like, we're not the judge of that. But like, I think her posting it on her story is a big teller. Like, she's an influencer who cares about her image. She's not an influencer that trolls or that doesn't care and it's like, cancel me, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, those influencers that want to get canceled or like they post crazy stuff.
Yeah.
She's not. She's like an influencer that posts nice things, blah, blah, blah. So I think her posting it really was her not knowing, because I don't know how, if she would have known this was gonna like it was a slur, she would know it would have repercussions, you know.
And I think especially like just based off the archetype like of like her character, like I know people were gonna compare this to Ulysses or whatever, but Ulysses is literally a Cuban from Miami.
Do like, with that what you will.
It would have been a shock if she wasn't racist.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean. But Cierra is literally like an educated like person who seems to be very left leaning. Yeah, she has a really good
headspace.
Yeah, she seems to also be really left leaning and like supportive, like an ally.
Yeah.
So I generally don't think if she knew that it was a slur that she would have used it. Yeah. So my issue is that I think people took this opportunity to like attack her, and also instead of like, and of course like she did something wrong, she should be punished for like she did wrong. Just because you didn't know something doesn't mean that like, you know, like
she said hurtful. That yeah, and like, she said that. But I think like my thing is like, yes, it was harmful, right? But also calling ice on somebody's family, to me is insane. She didn't go up to a person and was like, called them that slur, you know, or like,
it wasn't a hate crime.
Yeah, like I'm like, that's what I'm trying to say. And I know people might be like, oh, cancel these people because they're like saying it's not offensive, but I'm not saying it's not offensive. I'm just saying she didn't go out and do a hate crime, but you calling ice on her family is a hate crime. So you being mad at her for using a word in a wrong way, but then going back and calling ice on a family, it's like, what are you doing?
And also generally like,
calling ice on somebody's family?
Yeah,
you're Donald Trump. Like,
yeah.
What? You make no sense. Like, you're fighting with her over her using a word.
Like, you're actually trying to do physical harm against her family.
Physical harm. Like
honestly, over emotional harm. Like, the thing is that I know like I'm like black and
I love that joke. I always do it. Sorry.
No, you kill me, shy. But like, yeah, obviously, like I know I'm black, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my god!" But if it was the N word, da da da, if it was the N word, this or everything. The issue here is that obviously a slur is a slur, but I just also don't think it's right for us to sit here and act like every slur is known, like commonly known.
My friend didn't know what a beaner was. No, what was it? She didn't know what a spick was.
Yeah.
Like, my friend called me a spick, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm also like I think it's funny, so like when people call me that, like I don't really get offended by it, but like obviously it's to each their, I mean, not to each their own. I guess you shouldn't say it, right?
Yeah.
Would they cancel me if I say it? No, because I'm Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Immediately canceled. But like I guess like if like, could you say that or no?
The SPIC word?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
no, like you can't even say it in a sentence.
Like, I just don't have a want, need, like I really haven't ever thought about that word.
What about beaner?
No.
Wetback?
I have no need to use these words. Like, what am I supposed to use them for?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, like they're not even like chill. Like,
yeah, but like like my friend, she didn't know. Anyway, sorry, back to the story. My friend, she was like, da da da, you spick, or like, but I thought it was funny, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't get really offended by those things because I just don't, I don't know, unless it's like a white hillbilly man being like, you effing spick and spits on me, then I'd be like, damn, I'm scared. But I think my initial thing would be I'm scared. But if I see an influencer saying, oh, I'm getting tan, I'm looking like a beaner.
No, that one's.
I'm not gonna lie, I would laugh. Like, it wouldn't affect me for some reason. I don't know if I'm weird, or I don't know, maybe because they're not used that much.
I think like the issue here is like I think everyone's acting like this is like a slur that's like commonly known. And
yeah,
unfortunately,
sorry.
like,
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
some
like,
are not commonly known.
They're not commonly known, and I think it's like really like bad. Like, I'm trying to figure this word, but like to act like that is. Like, this would be a perfect opportunity to like say, you know what, to actually acknowledge that it's not commonly known, because who is it helping to be like, oh, you should have known this?
Yeah,
I've met many people, unfortunately, who did not know this is a word. Like, this was a slur. I've told them like, oh my, when I like, I've had to tell them like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't use that word. It's a slur. It's very offensive to Asian people. It's a way to like.
Yeah.
I've had to tell them that. They're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that, and they're like, okay, like I'm not going to use it anymore. You see how easy it was? Yeah. Obviously, they didn't know it was a slur. Yeah. It's not something that's. I don't know who is this helping to be like it's commonly known. Like, who is this helping?
There was also another one that Chelsea told me today that I didn't know.
Yeah, the ESK. Maybe spelling it is still bad, but it's a way to refer to people who live in igloos. I think they're called like the Inuit people. Like, actually, like, yeah, like, that's their name. But they were referred to as. You guys know. ESK.
Wait, but like, so with that being said, I can't say dumb kiss, blank kiss.
I guess not. Like,
but so like all these words, we can't even say them.
I mean, no, you shouldn't say them.
Okay.
I think you should think of it as like the N word.
Yeah. Like, but like, you see, that's hard. Okay, not saying it's hard to like avoid saying it, but I'm saying like, especially for ESKIMO.
Yeah. How often are you using this kiss? Like how is it engraved in your vocabulary?
I say it a lot.
Really?
Because I love giving those kisses. It's the little nose kiss, no?
I never even knew that was a thing.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you said that and I was like, I think I've heard of it, maybe.
But I feel like I could say it. It's the name of the kiss. I'm not saying that.
But that's like if the name of a place was the nigga jukebox. Can you say the nigga jukebox? Like, I'm heading over to the nigga jukebox.
Right, but it's not a store. It's the name of a certain kiss.
Honey, but I'm saying it's the same thing.
But like, okay.
Like, what if that was a hug called the nigga head bro?
The what?
The nigga head bro. Like the nigga like friend bro.
But I'm saying it doesn't exist, you know?
Okay, but if it did exist.
Because I feel like the N word has been used like in a mean way since the beginning. You know, like I feel like, or like, when did it become?
All these slurs have been used in a mean way from the beginning. They're just not commonly known to be slurs. Like, they have like, I don't know, maybe good PR. I don't know, like how to
good PR.
You know what I mean?
Who's their publicist? Yeah, I guess.
Like, people just aren't like, they don't really know that it's a slur. So,
but like, that's the thing. Okay, talking about back to the word that Cierra used. Mm-hmm. In middle school, actually, I read this book about this little Asian man who went on a boat. Really good book. And that word was all over that book.
Really?
Yeah, all over. And we read it.
Did they tell you it was a slur or?
No. That's what I'm saying, like, I really didn't know. Like, I read it in my middle school 8th grade class. I wish I could find maybe I'll try to find it and put it here. And we were reading it. In the book, he was saying, like, oh, they keep calling me this. They're so mean. But never, it was, like, maybe, like, a mean thing. But it wasn't, like, it's a word you can't say. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm, like, when did it become, or was it always a word we couldn't say and that teacher was crazy?
I think it's since they started calling them that. I think a slur is whatever word a group of people use against another group of people to demean them and to degrade them and to like discriminate against them.
Yeah.
So no matter if they,
but like then people could argue then like Zionist is a slur, no?
well, no, because they call themselves Zionists. It's a movement. Like,
yeah,
a slur is.
But like I'm also like thinking like, sorry, I'm not like trying to defend the slurs. I'm just trying to like, because I really don't know. Like, I feel like I could be the one to be talking and not knowing. Like I'm swearing to you, that kiss thing, I would have never known.
Yeah.
Even like, probably I would have called them that because I didn't.
I recently found out about this, like maybe like a year ago. Like,
Yeah.
I found out, I was like, oh my god, this is a slur? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And apparently there's another word too. Like, you have to understand, like, culturally, like, it's like different for everyone. There's something else too. It was like if you say somebody like you're silly or something, apparently it's like really offensive to people in like Canada or something. It was like some.
What about if you say that's gay?
To who?
Like to a gay person. Or like I'm so happy. You know how they say I'm so gay?
Yeah, gay means
is that
happy.
a thing? Yeah.
Okay, so I think the question you're asking is like, at what point do we recognize it as a slur?
I think that's my question.
I think the thing is, when they've called the first black man a nigga or with the ER, it was already a slur. The moment you use the word to attack somebody else and it like catches like on and it becomes something like, you know, widespread, it's a slur. There's no moment where, like, I guess like when they first started it, they didn't recognize it as a slur, the people like who are calling them that, because they obviously don't care, they're racist. But it's a slur to the people who are they're calling them that. They know that it's like they're using it, it's a word to like demean them, so it's a slur as soon as they hear it. And I guess it's like a slur technically, like it's definition or dictionary later on when people suddenly are like, okay, it's not good to be racist to these people. You know what I mean? But like from the moment the person hears it, when they're being attacked, it's a slur.
You know what would be good? Like having a website of slurs. Like just for one to know. Just because I swear, like there's some things like, I mean, the ESKIMO thing, I didn't. Is it meant to be spelling it?
That's why I said, I was like, I don't know if it's bad, but I just want I'm like ESK, just leave it at that.
Yeah, ESK. Like that I didn't know, and I feel like it's a good, but also maybe it's not good to have a list of slurs, right? Yeah. Like I don't know.
The thing is that I feel like what people are, I guess like the reason that people maybe even got angry at Cierra because they thought she doubled down and didn't accept like saying like,
yeah, like, and whoever did, I knew I'm really not a believer that much on like seeing things on TikTok and being like, oh, this person did that, unless like I see like really good proof. So when I saw that, I was like, I don't believe it. Yeah. Because like in the message, it was like somebody, it's like so easy to edit that, you know? It's so easy.
I think it wasn't edited. I think she didn't say that it was edited. She didn't say like it was a fake thing. She said there was like multiple messages, like multiple timestamps or whatever. So I think that maybe she said that and then the girl like said something like else to her. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's the same person.
I thought she made it seem like they're like fake.
No, I feel like if they were fake, she would have said those were fake messages. Those are messages. She said like she wasn't aware like fully of the person that it wasn't the same message. Like you could see that it was a big paragraph. Yeah. The one where it was going around was just like, hey, just wanted to let you know this is like a slur. You shouldn't say this. And she was like, oh, but
yeah, she did seem. It made it seem like I was doubling down.
Yeah.
But I think she probably just sent that one big message to one person, and the other people like answered whatever she did just because she was like, okay, well now I know, like, you know.
Yeah, I just also, I don't I feel like people are like went crazy on her because they feel like she doubled down or whatever, but so which then I understand. But I do think that even before, when they was just like the first screenshot going around, everyone was like really with their pitchforks. And I think that we should recognize that like racism is not someone's only one like infraction. Like if she continued to use that word and never learn from it, then we could say she's racist and she's she's choosing to be ignorant and not to educate herself. But like from one like
mistake,
a mistake, and like not even have a chance to like correct herself before everyone's like, yeah,
take her out.
Not even just take her out the villa. Like, yeah, okay, take her out the villa. Like, Asian people shouldn't have to like deal with like her watching her. If they don't want to, like, if they feel like if they were hurt by her saying that word, like she shouldn't have to be in the villa. But I just mean like the lengths. I've been feeling so bad for her. Like, I shouldn't have to feel bad for her because she did do something that hurt people. But I felt bad because people took it generally way too far. And I just was like, they're acting like this girl, you're right, like hate crime. Like she was out here pushing Asian grandmothers to the ground. That's what they were acting like.
And obviously I'm not trying to defend her, but like as a Hispanic, like I was telling Chelsea, like a lot of, there's even a Hispanic song called Ojitos Chinos, which translates to Chinese, little Chinese eyes, and basically like in just like Colombia, Puerto Rico, and I think she's Puerto Rican, right?
She's Puerto Rican and Mexican, yeah.
Yeah, and that song is Puerto Rican, and I think a lot, like I'll speak personally in like Colombia, a lot of people like I have a little bit of like, I don't know, my people in my family are like, oh, look at those little pretty Asian eyes, oh, so pretty. And that song is talking about how pretty Asian eyes they are, and like I don't know, they maybe have a weird obsession and they think like, I don't know, I think my eyes are pretty and I like my eyes. And I also think like since she's Hispanic a little bit, I feel like
I agree. I was literally saying that most of the people who I've heard say this word have been Hispanic, and I generally believe it's because like in the culture they speak like
that. Yeah,
like they talk like, I don't think they generally don't know that it's a slur.
Yeah,
and they don't usually use it like
in a mean way. Like I swear, like when my family says to me like translation to Chinese little eyes, they always say like so pretty. Like they never say it like, oh my god, ew, get those eyes fixed, or like something like that. They always say, oh my god, I love your little Asian eyes, I wish I had them. So it's like I feel like where it maybe could have went wrong, like obviously her not knowing to not say that word, but also it's like, and her saying that she was getting something to fix those eyes, like I feel like it would have been better she was like, maybe I love my blank eyes, because it's like not like, obviously she shouldn't say it, but I feel like her using it in a negative way is what made it worse. Because if I say I love my blank pretty eyes, it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be saying that, you're not Asian, or like you shouldn't say that, period, but like at least it's like, oh, but guys, she wasn't even saying it in a mean way, she was thinking it was like, I just feel like it would have been a better use of the word, like less her, I don't know, but maybe they still would have been mean to her.
I think people still would have been offended. Yeah, I think this thing is just, it's like really sensitive. Like it's a sensitive topic. Like she did something bad, yes, but at the end of the day, she's a human girl. She doesn't deserve like this level of hate, this ice, this death threats.
No,
it's
ice
not
was crazy.
That, like it's generally not like, this is honestly what I feel like is everyone's fumbling. Like this is the moment for you to be like, yeah, you know what?
We accept it.
Like she was wrong for this, but I do want to acknowledge that this is not a commonly known slur, and I just want to educate people who didn't know this is a slur, and give some of the history behind it and what's it called. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like, like she said, like she really ate that up, being like, I don't think we should fight hate with hate. Fight hate with hate, yeah, and like, sure, what she did was wrong. Like she accepted it. But like calling ice on somebody's family is insane. I don't think you should do that.
Right now, like like obviously never, like, but like especially in this moment when people are literally being like disappeared, getting deported, people never seeing their family again, children getting arrested, pregnant mothers dying, losing their babies, like all this stuff going around. Like, what are you even like doing?
And
Who
like,
is this for? And who is doing this?
And I'm saying, like, I'll agree, I'll agree, do it. Maybe, like, I was gonna say you shouldn't call ice on nobody, but maybe, do it if the girl was out here pushing Asian grandmothers, being like, you blank 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 blank, you know,
if she was actually like physically attacking Asian people while saying these words, spraying it on
like then, yeah, maybe she deserved it. But also, it's like, there's very different people in each family, in one family there could be 5 Donald Trump supporters and one very liberal person that's like woke and like perfect,
Mm-hmm.
And imagine that one liberal woke person is the immigrant and you call the ice on that person. Like, really, what are you like? You don't even know who you're calling ice on, is what I'm trying to say,
and you also don't even know if they're luckily like half of her family's Puerto Rican, so they are like
legal,
like who are like the half of her family who are they're US citizens, yeah, but like half of her is Mexican too. And this is like also even crazier because like a lot of the hate is coming like directly at Mexicans, like with the wall and everything, like,
yeah.
So for you to like target this like already vulnerable group of people while trying to, I don't know, like put on the banner of another vulnerable group, like,
Yeah,
is insane. Because what are you even doing? You're worse than her.
Yeah,
You're
worse.
literally
100%,
legitimately worse than her.
100% worse than her.
And now your cause has no standing because like what is actually happening
like
here?
What are you fighting for?
Like, what are
that's
you
my
fighting
thing.
for?
It's like you're saying what you did was so wrong, now I'm gonna do this, but what you did is 10 times worse.
Literally,
like, what is
you put people actually in physical danger.
Yeah. Well, sorry guys, we've been talking about this for 40 minutes, so we only have 20 minutes to talk about any updates we have on Love Island.
Wait, just really quick. Before we finish, we just want to also say, like, I just want to like make it clear that we know like it's wrong for her to have used that word. We don't agree with it. We just also do not agree with the way people have reacted to her using this word. Like, we think it's like actually has become too much. Like the ice, the death threats, like all of this stuff is insane. Like, maybe she loses her endorsement, she loses followers. That's fair. But ice being called on her family is not. And that's all we're saying.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to feel offended by anything we said. We know that word is not correct to use. Any what is that called?
Slur.
Slang. I said any slur is not correct to use, but also calling ice on somebody's family is not correct. Sending them death threats, it's not correct. I just think it's like if they're not a murderer, if they're not doing hate crimes, like, I just don't think it's ever acceptable. Like, people were sending death threats to Huda, to Vanna. It's
to
like
Chelley, Olandria.
Like, what?
You were being racist to Chelley, Olandria. Like,
no, like, you could be mad at people, or like you could be like, oh, I don't like that person, but that doesn't excuse for you to act in crazy ways, or being like, oh, well, just because of that, I'm gonna call Chelley the N-word. Like, like, I just don't understand it. People are just insane. But of course, like, we see what she's done. Cierra sees what she did. Like, she apologized, or she said it's not an apology video, but she like knows what her actions, and like she agrees with the repercussions of it. But it's just like, some things are just like, really, please just don't fight hate with hate. Like, I don't know. I think that was crazy. What's her name? Jalissa isn't even getting this much.
Yeah, literally, Alyssa didn't get this much.
Like, that's what's making me mad. That's it.
Okay. So, what episode did we stop on?
We stopped on the letter challenge.
Okay. So, I think what I'm gonna start with is, I got a lot of notes, and we don't have that much time. I just want to say this. Like, I think it's important. The people who are saying that Chelley and Ace are scamming and that they are plotting and that they scripted the fight, Like they got into a fight before the letter challenge about Chelley. Ace didn't want Chelley to stop talking to Chris. Like he wanted to close off, and Chelley didn't want to. She's like, I still want to explore him, like whatever, right? And they got into a fight, and people generally were on TikTok saying these people are scammers. They plotted that fight. They scripted that fight. They knew they just wanted to build up their narrative of being a couple who were all in it together, went through ups and downs, and then make it to the end. And I wanted to know, seriously, where are they plotting at? Like, where are they plotting at? The hideaway? Soul ties? How are they communicating this plot? Through fucking Morse code? Are they using their eyes? You guys are effing dumb and have stupid takes. Shut up. Ooh. If you want to hate someone, just hate them. Don't pull stupid reasons from your ass to like, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, generally, how can you sit there on a show that has cameras every single place, on producers everywhere, like, and they can't script the show because it's a cash prize or whatever, and you're saying that over here they're plotting? Where did they plot? Are they hiding under the bed plotting this? Are you, like, be honest. Like, if you're gonna hate somebody, hate it with your 10 toes. Like, if you got 10 toes, not one missing, like Amaya said, stand on your fucking toes. Don't be over here talking about some, they're scammers, they're plotting. Bro, you're plotting. You obviously don't like them and you want them to lose. Say that shit, bro. And say it with your chest. But don't be over here putting out stupid reasons that don't even make enough effing sense if you actually use your fucking brain to think. But all you do is, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. It shit makes me mad. And I know I'm coming off the gate, like, really aggressive right now. But, like, generally, it made me so angry for me to see actual people I'm walking this earth with, saying, oh, these people, are plotting. They plotted that fight. They scripted that fight. Tell me, Angelica. Tell me how they could have scripted that fight. Like, legitimately. Like, bro, I'm tired of seeing the Ace and Chelley are scammers thing. Like, you guys are stupid. You are stupid and give it up. Give it up. Move on, bro.
Mommy.
Oh, my God. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Mommy, help me.
Like, it just make me so mad. Like, I've been so angry about that. Like, I've actually been, like, because it makes no sense. Like, oh, they're scammers. Your mama was a scammer.
Well, I just want to preface this by saying I did think they were scammers in the beginning. But I think this whole speech was not for me. I think she genuinely was just mad and just making eye contact with me. But
sorry, I was talking about those people, like,
yeah.
Like, that's when I wrote my note where I went, like, on TikTok, and I legitimately saw people saying, can you believe those scammers? Oh, they're not touching that 100K. They're having, like, thousands of likes.
Yeah, like,
K's, like, talking about they script that fight.
I don't think, okay. This is where I think people are crazy.
They're not master manipulators.
Maybe in the beginning I was like, oh, maybe they did scam. They knew each other because, you know, all the, like, Valentine's Day, the happy Valentine's Day, Chelley, whatever. I was like, maybe. But for them to plot a fight, to know, like, and, like, my thing when people were saying, like, oh, Ace didn't choose Chelley because he had to build that up, like, I just don't agree. To me, my winners would be people that started from day one and never, like, how would he know what the audience likes? Like, I don't know, because personally, I loved Huda and Jeremiah because I was like, wow, since day one, they're locked in until the downfall. But if they would have been nice and cute and whatever, I would have been 10 toes down for Huda and Jeremiah. I'm not gonna lie, because I like it when they start from the beginning and end, you know? So for them to be like, Ace didn't choose Chelley because he's scamming and he has to build the love triangle. And I'm like, what?
Bro, they're so, like,
what?
And it's so crazy because they're like, you see, he's a master manipulator. He's this, what's it called? I'm like, no, you watch too much TV.
Too much.
You watch too much TV. You think everybody out here is, like, building these people are just, like, on a show. Like, yeah. And of course they have to have, like, a little bit of strategy. Yeah. Maybe. But, like, this is not what you think it is. You guys are saying he's doing this. No, you think he's doing this. And now you cannot see him doing anything other than that. Like, you literally built your own view of the show, and now you cannot see this man as anything other than what you think he is.
And a lot of people were like, oh, during the heart rate challenge, oh, this is how you could tell Chelley and Ace are actually a couple.
Yeah, that's why she's so mad.
That's why Chelley is so mad. Girl, if I'm dating a man one day and he, like, I'm dating him and my friend goes and jumps on his dingaling 5 times after the music stops, who am I not to be mad?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be mad. I don't care. Why would she not be mad? Like I don't know. The whole time she was laughing. They 3-way kissed AMAYA. She was happy the whole time. If that was my boyfriend, you think I'd be smiling? You think I'd be smiling, Chelsea?
Yeah, like no, she
if
was
that was
okay
genuinely my boyfriend,
else.
like I don't know. Maybe if you guys end up being right, they are crazy master manipulators.
They're only master manipulators. They deserve an
Insane.
Oscar.
Huh?
They deserve an Oscar.
An Oscar because
they deserve a Nobel Peace Prize for just building out this plan.
No, building out this plan and going in there and being in love and not minding kissing other people, her getting like him getting like I don't know. But I truly don't think they are, guys. We have to put this narrative down. They're just the only real connection in there and y'all mad.
Like it's Clark it. Because like, these people are actually insane. And I think also what's been making me like upset too is like the fact that they're lost my train of thought, damn it.
What was it?
I don't remember what I was gonna say, but it was something about something.
I hope it was something about something. But yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. Obviously I love AMAYA and I'm gonna vote for her, but if we're gonna vote based off connections, Ace and Chelley gotta win. And I don't want no Nicolandria fans coming in here. I don't want it. Because if we're gonna go based off genuine Love Island connections, Ace and Chelley are the only winners. And I don't want no Huda defenders coming in here because that girl is crazy in the head.
I agree with most of the stuff you're saying. Except the Nicolandria part. Bro, I've been a Nicolandria stan.
But you would put them over Ace and Chelley if we're going off base genuine connections.
Listen.
Nah,
Listen. My thing is, like, I don't want to rank genuine
but if you had to,
like,
gun to your head.
Okay, like, I guess, like, strength of the connection at this point in time, Ace and Chelley should be like, over Nicolandria. Just by the strength of the connection, because I do believe that Nicolandria have a good connection, and they're just honestly at the beginning of it. They didn't have as much time as.
Thank God.
Honestly, they didn't have as much time. They're basically. I think we are all being a little silly. All of these people are 1-week relationships, if even 1 week, if not a couple days. When did AMAYA and Brayan get together? 5 days ago.
Yeah.
When did Chris and Huda get together?
Like
6. Like, so I'm really confused.
No, Chris and Huda like 8.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like these people have all literally been recently together. The only people who have been together are since like pre-Casa
or Ace and Chelley. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't
the
understand
only ones
like,
that should win.
So that I just don't understand like the Nicolandria hate saying that they're so new. All of these people are so new. They're like 3 days ahead of them.
I'm not hating because they're so new. I'm hating because they're 4 days in, and at this time, everyone was kissing everybody. Huda already kissed Chris. AMAYA already kissed Brayan. And I'm not going based off kiss, but let's go back to your thing about slow burners getting off the island. Am I right or am I wrong?
Do you know the reason that I said slow burners get off the island? The reason that I had said that was because I felt like they're saying they're slow burners, but they were not like getting. This is different. Olandria and Nick are not giving like slow burn right now. They've been slow burn during the whole time. They're giving right now. They're exploring their connection. Like slow burn is not only about being physical with each other. That's literally not the only thing that it means.
But I also just don't think there's a connection, and I think this is why people are delusional.
Angela, how can you not see that there's a connection?
It's so heavily pushed by production.
It's not
so heavily pushed, and everyone's like, he didn't like Cierra. Obviously, he didn't like Cierra. But if Cierra was still in that villa, he would have been with her when he had the chance to choose. He chose Cierra, and people are like, oh no, he didn't choose Cierra. He only did that because Olandria, blah blah blah.
Honey, I am worried about you if you think that man likes Cierra. Generally, I am worried about you because what do you think is okay for a man to do? If you look at this man, the way he acts with Cierra, not compared to the way he acts with Olandria, if you think he ever liked her, he did it. Maybe he did like her, but he obviously did not like her enough.
I mean, obviously,
every single time he was with her, he's hugging her. You see him dissociating. he never looked happy to be touched by that girl. I'm not saying like it's like right or whatever, like, but I'm just saying like,
yeah, sure, it was wrong the way he acted, right?
yeah.
But I think that's why I don't want him to have a happy ending. I don't think he deserves it. He did Cierra dirty, and I know everyone hates Cierra, but I don't hate Cierra. There, I'll say it, okay? I don't hate her. She was one of my favorite girls. I think it's crazy how this girl's in love with you, basically, and you could sit there and be such a good... If we're going to talk about manipulators, how are you going to be such a good manipulator and trying to win the show that you're going to close things off with a girl, going to act like blah, blah, blah?
I want to say something. Where are they? Can I ask you, what show are they on?
Love Island.
Where are they at? What country are they in?
Fiji.
So is that not the only place where you're allowed to explore multiple connections? Is that not the only place where you're allowed to switch from one couple to the other?
I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather be done like Taylor did Olandria than how Nick did Cierra. Just because he was nice to me, but he was fake. He faked it all the way. He faked it. Like, I don't know how people don't see that. Like, Taylor, yes, he was mean to Olandria, but man, he showed it. He showed it. Olandria was just kind of delulu in the sense that he was showing her. All he did was tell her, no, I'm still like open to talk to you. Okay, wow, he said that. But his actions were showing everything differently, you know? And then Nick comes over here where his actions are not really like, yeah, everybody's saying like his face was like, but whatever. Like, a girl can't tell if he's telling me, no, I want to be closed off. If he's telling me all these things and his actions, yeah, maybe a little off, but she didn't see how he was with Olandria, you know?
Yeah.
So I would have rather seen it with my own eyes and been like, nah, man, like, obviously this man don't want me, than for a man to be like, yeah, I want you, just to get that 100K. And I'm not gonna lie, he's scamming. He's scamming everybody. He's the scammer.
I think what we have to acknowledge here is he obviously met Cierra, like he like she came in, he chose her or whatever, they start building a connection. He never got to explore that connection with Olandria, and he still like liked her. You know what I mean? He still got to know her like as a friend in that villa. They built a good friendship. And when Cierra left, he was like, you know what? Let me take this opportunity to explore this connection that I never got to explore. That
you
I
don't
did
think
feel there
it
was
was
something there.
both of them being like, if we don't explore each other, we're going home?
I think that if it was like a couple who had no exact connection like at all, everyone, I'm so confused. Everyone have explored it, but doesn't mean everyone would have liked it. Do you know what I mean?
I just feel like what people aren't seeing is that one, they would have both been sent home. But no, they were sent on a date. Then they had to come in recoupled. They tried it, but Olandria was still stuck on Taylor. In the beginning, Olandria was still stuck on Taylor, and that's why maybe Nick never felt the need to even pursue it, because Olandria was so head over heels over her country man, you know? But my thing is, he had the chance. When they first started, he had the chance to even go up to her and talk to her. Did we ever see that? No, he never chose to actively go. Yes, he kissed her in the challenge. Yes, he chose her. But why can't she be the first chosen? Like, I'm just saying, we need better for Olandria. That girl is the hottest girl with the nicest body, right? If I was her, I would want to be chosen first. You could say, oh yeah, since I met you, I always wanted you, but you never pulled me for a chat. You didn't even try. Like, no, I just don't agree. They had the whole chance in the villa. They never pursued it until the producers made them go on the date, and until that didn't work out. And then now Cierra left, and now they're pursuing it again. Isn't that so coincidental?
I just don't understand what you're trying to say. I feel like maybe you just haven't been on Nicolandria TikTok. I feel like you haven't been watching the show how we're watching it. I feel like I'm talking like Cierra. I don't know why my hands were like.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
it was like they're legitimately. I honestly need to touch grass. Like, the way I've been feeling about Nicolandria is insane. I'm like, bro, what if these people don't end up together? I'm probably gonna cry. Yeah. I'm like, this is insane, Chelsea. Calm down. But like, legitimately, I really like them as a couple. I think they fit each other well. His mother,
his mother, this damn mother.
Listen, right? His mother said, I like I like Olandria for Nick. I feel like she brings out the man out in him, and he brings out like the goofiness in her that we don't really get to see. And what does Nick say? Like basically word for word, bar for bar, that to Olandria. His mom knows her, like she knows her son.
I just want to let it be known right now. I would bet my whole life savings that couple is nothing when they leave the villa. Nothing. Nothing, and I can't wait to show you in your face and say, you open your eyes, you're under spells, people. She made that up. Okay, good. But I really can't wait. I just think it's so fake. And I'm just like,
I don't think it's fake. I think they have a real connection. I love seeing them together. They're literally so cute. That freaking kiss and soul ties. Like, it's obviously like they lied to each other about not having any like connection, not having any feelings. That kiss, bro, was so passionate and like just raw. You know what I mean? For somebody to get up and say, "Oh, they don't have any like connections," like you believe that? Like, no, we knew that Nick was only saying that because he knew that Olandria wasn't in it yet. She wasn't ready for that. She didn't want to. She still was stuck on Taylor, and she generally didn't want to for Cierra. I think literally that's why she's a real like principal kind of girl, and she generally did not want to pursue him because
she's not a principal kind of nothing. That's the other thing that makes me mad. Cierra did not die. She literally left the villa.
I'm so confused. Are they there to make we keep saying it's not Friendship Island,
okay, but don't say that she's a principal girl. Oh, I'm a girl's girl. Oh, but as soon as so wait,
the friend she just met, what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, she has a potential to find love, what she came there to find.
It's right? Just don't say that. They don't both be like mad the same at Huda. Don't be mad at Huda, and I'm not a Huda defender, but don't be mad at Huda for kissing Chelley's second connection.
I wasn't mad at Huda for kissing Chelley's connection.
No, not you. Olandria. Olandria literally said, tell the class what you did. Oh, how are you going to claim you're a girl's girl but kiss her connection?
The reason Olandria brought that up was because she thought that Huda was trying to keep it, like, a secret. We obviously know that Olandria literally told Cierra when she kissed, she told Cierra that she kissed Nick. Immediately when Cierra came, she told them. So I think that's where she was coming from. She thought like, okay. It's not like,
you see, like you're gonna find a way to defend this lady, but I don't think even though she thought Huda was gonna keep it a secret, I personally don't think she was. I don't think there's any reason she had to keep it a secret. Really, nothing behind it. I just think that girl is like, for her to literally say, "Oh, if you're such a girl's girl, then you shouldn't be kissing Chelley's connection. Like, that's not a girl's girl. That's not really girl's girl of you." But then you're gonna go and
she didn't say that. She didn't say you shouldn't be kissing Chelley's connection. She knows that they're in a couple. She didn't say you should not be kissing Chelley's connection. She did not say that.
So what did she say?
What do you mean? She just said, "Will you tell the class like do you kiss what's it called?" But
then she said, "As a girl's girl, that's not really girls of you," or something like that. She said something in those lines.
Do you understand what they were trying to, like, once again, everyone keeps making this thing about the Chelley connection, whatever, and not about what the actual problem was. Like, these girls did not have a dang issue about Chris. Chris is not the number one pick.
So what was the issue?
The villa is the issue is that they felt that Huda has set up a dang thingy,
vendetta?
No, not a vendetta. Like, she set something up in the villa where she wasn't, but the rules didn't apply to her. Like, she told Chelley, I don't want to get like too deep into this, like we had this conversation already, but like she and Chelley were talking. It was a longer conversation than what it was, and most of that conversation was her saying, "I'm bringing him for you, this is good for you, this is good for you," and in the end she snuck it in there. She's like, "Also, I talked to him and everything, and I like him," and so, you know what I mean? So Chelley was like, "Ooh, weird." That's what it was. She's like, "Oh, so what they were saying was not that her literally not being able to kiss him. It was like, oh, I thought you brought him for me." Obviously Chelley knows. She's not, you know what? She's not silly. She knows that they're coming here to explore each other. She knows that. But it was just like, bro, then why are you like over here, like making everything like so much like you're doing something for me, like you're doing me a favor, when it's like, it's not.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think we'll ever agree on this. I don't see it that way. sure, Huda in the past did stuff. Of course she did. Like, but I don't think it was like you have two connections. Oh my God, she already said I'm sorry in the conversation. Even though she said it at the end of the conversation, she said, "But I'm also bringing him for me." I don't understand where they're coming from.
Hey, what if I just tell you, oh, I'm buying you a car. I'm buying you a new car. Like, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it so much. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to get this new car. And also, I could use it on the weekends and stuff. But like,
Thank you.
do you like get it? Like, I acted like I'm doing something for you.
But she said,
like,
I'm sorry.
okay, but Angelica, just because you say, that's why I'm so confused. Just because you say you're sorry to somebody,
No,
it doesn't mean that
she
you
said,
have to
but like,
accept
but
your
my
apology.
thing, it's like it's not
Since
a
when
car.
is that a thing?
She brought a man to the villa, which Chelley still wanted to explore him. So she did do her a favor. Like, that's what I'm not getting. If Chelley didn't want to explore him, then yeah, girl, why are you saying you did me a favor if I don't even want to explore him? Okay, go off, girl. But if you're still wanting to explore him, why are you saying what I'm saying is not true? If it is true, I did you a favor. You have Ace and you have Chris. Like, I'm not getting the point of it.
I think I don't know how to, like, we're not gonna see it the same way. Like,
But like, what is the point of it? If she did want to explore Chris, in reality, Huda did do her a favor. Obviously, Huda did it for her, and Huda said, I'm bringing him because also, like, he's the only one I have a connection with, blah, blah, blah. And Chelley said, yeah, all right, cool. And Chelley is saying to Chris, why didn't you explore me, though? Like, you said you were going to explore me. Why didn't you? So what was the issue with Huda saying that? She already said, I'm sorry. You're right. I did bring him for myself, too. What was the issue?
I said this before. The issue is not only that. It's a series of things that Huda has done that accumulated up to this point that made her this angry. It was a seriousness of being selfish, so that it was a last straw of her being selfish, she thought. Like, she saw that as her being selfish, another thing of her being selfish, but not taking accountability and noticing that she's being selfish.
But the thing is,
and not just standing on it. It's her right. She has to feel how she feels. And I don't understand how people keep on acting like just because Huda says sorry, she has to accept it. She accepted it on her own damn terms. Just because if I punch you in your face and I say I'm sorry, you're supposed to forgive me?
No, but I think, like, yes, I get it. Huda did things in the past. It accumulated. But I think we could agree that Chelley and Olandria were not in the right. Just because Huda did things in the past doesn't mean they could just explode. Like, I know when my mom does things to me and I explode at her, I know I was in the wrong. So I think just because Huda did a whole thing in the beginning, we can't just excuse that, oh, then Chelley and Olandria, what they did was right. Because I dislike Huda and I dislike them both because what none of them did was correct.
I agree that they handled it, like, badly. Like, they should have talked to her.
But like, if Huda didn't do okay, let's do it like this. If Huda didn't do anything of that in the past and just did that, was it wrong?
No, like, if Huda didn't do anything in the past and only did that, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Because if I would have done that and they would have said that to me, I would have been like, what are you guys saying?
But that's not what happened. You can't look at something literally solely in the contents of, like, the moment that it's happening. Because then you're literally losing so much history and so much context. The reason that the only way you could understand is if you look at the context, you look at the entirety of the thing. You can't look at one picture and only look at my nose and be like, you could see the picture, because you can't. You're only looking at my nose.
What I'm saying is that thing, they were wrong in saying that.
They were wrong.
They were wrong because what does in the past have to do with what happened?
I generally think the only reason you guys think they're wrong because they did not explain themselves good. They did not articulate themselves well, so you guys don't understand what they're saying. So you're only taking their word, their literal
but what
word,
are they saying?
And not looking. I told you what they're saying. It's literally they thought it was selfish. They thought that she was not standing on, like, her actions.
But then she admitted it, and she said it at the end of the conversation with Chelley. Yes, it could have been a 30-minute conversation, but if she said it, what else did she want her to say?
She was already annoyed at that point.
But, like,
I'm so confused. Like, I think it's crazy that we're acting like people are not entitled to their emotions and to feel a way when someone does something that makes them upset. Like,
no, I agree. She could feel that way, but I'm saying during the conversation, it took her long, but she stood by it. She said, at the end of the day, he's the only one I have a connection with. Then at the letter reading, she also admitted again. She was like, oh, like, no, but I do have a connection with him. Like, yeah, I thought I was, blah, 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 but I do have a connection with him. So why did they keep on going? Like, I just didn't understand why they kept on going when she already stood by it by 2 times already. That's what I'm not getting. She stood on it 2 times already. And then Chelley's telling Chris, why didn't you explore me?
Chelley was mad at Chris and Huda. She was not mad at them literally collectively. They were mad at each other. She was mad at them for 2 different things. Like, I think at the end of the day, this challenge was literally a challenge, like, as everyone was calling it, where you stood on your business and you aired out your grievances. So I don't know why we're crucifying these girls for doing that. Like, literally, they did the point of the challenge. But when the fuck Huda was doing the damn fucking challenge, everyone was like, oh, it's just a challenge. I don't understand. But now, all of a sudden, you guys don't understand the content of a challenge. But now it doesn't make sense what a challenge is.
But that's what I'm saying.
Now they have to do stuff outside of the challenge. I don't
like either of them.
But
I think they both did wrong. Chelley did wrong. I think what I'm not liking is that you don't accept it.
I accept that they should have talked to her, like, outside of the challenge. Like, that's what the only thing I didn't like is that it seemed like they were ganging up on her, and I understood how that could feel like you're being attacked.
I think
when there's multiple people talking at you, especially in front of people. That I understand.
Think it's that, but it's also like she stood on it twice already. What else did they? And then
I understand the emotions as to why they got upset. I understand that being around somebody like that you cannot be upset that when you act bad multiple times and then blame people for acting for getting mad at you, for having your last straw. You literally cannot. You cannot behave badly multiple times, like literally cause people stress, cause people anxiety, having to constantly coddle you, baby you, and then you get, like, you understand, like, it doesn't make any sense. You cannot blame people for having emotions. You cannot blame people for having to deal with somebody for multiple freaking weeks, 24 hours a day, living in the same room at them. Literally, there's no space for them to get away. They get upset. And then all of a sudden, they're the villains for getting upset. Like, I understand that they shouldn't have blown up, but guess what? That the place is literally a mental, like, a place where they literally barely get any sleep. They barely eat. Like, it's like a social damn freaking experiment. Like, they didn't have the time to think, you know what? Let me, like, go sit there. They saw this opportunity and they damn freaking took it. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I generally don't understand how people are, like, saying that they're super duper wrong, because I don't think they're super duper wrong. Like, I don't think they're evil for what they're doing. I don't think they're mean girls for what they did. I generally don't.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think they are. I think they are mean girls. I think they've done things in the past where I'm like, that was mean.
Do you think you're a mean girl for blowing up at your mother the same way you just said that that's what you've done to her?
Yes,
I do. You think you're a mean girl?
I do. Every time I do it, I think I'm mean.
You as a person is a mean girl for what you've done? Or do you think that you've had things where that have accumulated, and maybe you should have talked to me before, but you didn't have the chance to, because guess what? Things are stressed. Everything's not easy. And you felt like you couldn't have talked to her, and then you blew up.
Yes, but I also do think I'm just a mean girl with her. And I think it's fine to recognize it. Like, I don't think it's bad if people saw me, if I was in a reality TV show with my mom, and people were like, damn, she's so mean to her. I'd agree. Yes, I am. So I just don't like how if I blew up with my mom and nobody was like, no, but what she did was valid because blah, 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 blah. Because, yeah, sure, it could be a little bit valid, but at the end of the day, it was mean. Everything in the past could be valid. Like, yeah, oh my God, maybe she's crazy, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it was mean. I shouldn't have done it like that.
So then that's what I'm saying. So then what do you say to somebody who's getting abused? And then in public, because the only thing you could see is something like you don't know what's happening at home, and then you see them blow up at their husband or whatever. Now they're mean.
No.
So that's what I'm saying.
But like, what was Huda doing to these girls?
What I'm saying is, like, it's the same thing as a series of things that's been happening that are bad behaviors. It's bad behavior. It's something an adult should not be doing. And people are getting stressed out by it. They're feeling anxious. They're feeling like, you don't understand how it is when you're seeing people fight all the time. you know how it is? Like, you've seen like people fight in front of you, like in places like in the mall or something. It's anxious. Like, we've been at school and we've seen people fighting. Do you want to sit there and stand there and watch them fight?
No.
Do you want to hear people screaming and yelling all the time?
But also when Chelley and Cierra were sitting there and she thinks we're looking at her, but we're not. You guys were literally sitting there in the circle talking shit about her.
It was not only Chelley and Cierra. It was literally the entire villa. It was everyone sitting there.
But in that corner, when they were saying that, it was Chelley and Cierra at Nick. It was only them three.
It was not a corner. Chelley was in the
They
middle.
were all talking, but when she said that, it was only Chelley, Cierra, and Nick, and she was in the corner, and the other people were talking to themselves. And Chelley said it, and Cierra was like, and so that wasn't mean?
What does that have to do with what we were just saying?
I'm saying they're just mean people.
But no, you don't get to make that judgment. That's
okay, they don't like her.
You do not get to make that judgment.
So yeah, I was saying you don't get to make.
You don't get to make the.
You don't get to make that judgment. Like, you do not get to see people like. I don't understand. Like, it's not fair to them at all. Like, it's not.
Yes, I know, and I agree, and I'm just saying, like, mean girl, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if it's not AMAYA, I want Ace and Chelley to win. And I don't like Ace nor Chelley. You know? Like, I could sit here and be like, oh, they're so mean, but I want them to win. Because at the end of the day, I don't think they're evil people. I think they've done bad stuff on the villa, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I want AMAYA to win, because to me, she's the one that has done the less wrong.
That's what I'm saying, but like, also, like, these people haven't even done anything mean. Like, generally, I don't think they've done anything mean to be even put that has fake classification on them. What have they done? It's like people are throwing stones at them. Like, you know what I mean? You've never been in a situation where there's somebody who's acting crazy, and you guys are just talking about the situation. They were not trying to be like, oh, we hate her. Why is she looking over here? They were literally not looking. They were just all sitting, like, looking out into the, what's it called? They were talking about what happening. They weren't saying she's fucking crazy, she's fucking wrong, they need to get her out of this house right now. They weren't saying anything like that. And if they said that,
it would have
been valid. So why is that now suddenly, oh, they were mean because they were talking about the situation? Because they said that she turned around and she's like, oh, why is she looking at us? All they said was, why is she looking at us? Because why? Oh, because you saw her doing that little dance. Now you're feeling bad for her because you're like, oh, I didn't feel bad
for her. I said that's cringy because if I even think someone's looking at me, I'm not about to be posing, you know? But the only reason I did feel bad was because it was like, I'm not gonna lie, there's been instances where I'm like, that's weird, like that from Chelley, because she's like, oh, but we're not, and then laughing, I think was a little mean. Then Olandria being like,
but if they weren't looking at her,
how would you see that she's doing that if you're not looking at her?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
if I'm not looking at something, today at work, I tried to show these people a picture of my dog. If they were looking at me, they would have seen it. But they weren't looking at me. So they didn't even see me.
Obviously, someone said, why is she looking? That person saw her, like, doing that and looking at them. Chelley said, oh, but we're not. Because obviously Chelley wasn't looking at her.
Chelley was the one that said, why is she looking at us?
Well, so...
And Chelley said, why is she looking at us? Oh, she thinks we're looking at her, but we're not.
She said all those 3 words.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. That's not how it happened.
It was Taylor. So it was Taylor, Chelley, Nick, and Cierra. So Taylor said, why is she looking over here? And oh my god, I was so wrong.
Yeah, it's
and then Cierra said, oh, I think she thinks we're staring at her. And Chelley said, yeah, but we're not.
You find it on Peacock? Where'd you find that?
Oh, Love Island, I was gonna say. On TikTok, sorry.
Wait, how did you search? I was trying to figure out, but I didn't know how to switch it.
I searched up Huda looking at Chelley and Cierra.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
we don't win them all, boys. But yeah,
if it was that way, then maybe I could see it be people seeing it as Chelley trying to be mean, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a situation for them to call them mean girls at all.
Yeah, I guess I agree. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. At the letter place, I did think that was me, and then the only other time I've seen, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen Olandria as mean a couple times. Like when Amaya has been trying to tell her feelings, and then she just sits there and doesn't give like any input, and then just leaves. Like I feel like the only one she helps in things is Chelley, and I mean, I guess like you pick and choose like your best friend and like whatever.
But I just think that I haven't seen Chelley be crying and like Olandria being like, oh my god, like it's okay. Like she's also always like this, giving advice, and she gave Amaya good advice. Just because she wasn't like on top of Amaya like how you would want to. Like,
no, I don't think on top, but I think like there was a point where Amaya was like signaling that she was gonna keep talking, and then Olandria was like, no, like it's fine. Like she just like cut it off and like.
Olandria didn't get up. They laid on that couch, and Amaya said, "Thank you for listening to me," and she's like, "No problem." Like she listened to her.
She listened to her, but there was like where Amaya was like asking her something. I don't remember what it was, but she was like what do you think, or like she, and like I don't know. I just feel like if it was another person, I'd be like, but how do you feel? Blah blah blah, like asking more questions. But Olandria was just like straight to the point. And then when Huda came to like talk to her, she literally was like, I'm gonna come and eat later.
Well, no, there was no food on her thing. As soon as Huda came, she told Huda, I'm thinking of making a toasty. Literally, she was talking about that. She literally said it in the video that she was going to go make a sandwich before Huda came over there looking for validation. Like, let's not like go fishing for things to make her seem like a mean girl, because she's not. Like, I think everyone's literally trying to find things to make this girl mean.
Who, Olandria or
yeah,
Chelley?
Olandria. Like, she didn't do anything that was mean at all, and it's not her responsibility to, like, she's not there to literally solely make people feel better.
I understand that, but if you're Huda, if you're my friend, and I see my friend on national television trying to talk to a girl, and the girl's like, I'm gonna go make a toasty now, I'd be like, she's mean.
Oh, but if the girl came, as soon as your friend came down, this girl's talking to her, the first thing she tells the girl is like, oh, I'm thinking of making a toasty, and then she gets up to make the toasty.
I still think, if it's you, I still think it's mean. Because what do you mean? If you come to her crying and she F the fucking toasty, you could wait for a second to make that damn toast.
But did I come to her crying, or did I come to her, am I a bad person? What the fuck? Like, the girl came there looking for validation, and obviously Olandria knew that. She's like, if anyone came up to me, I'd be like, what the heck? I'd be like, that's not what you asked. You obviously could tell that she only came there seeking, like, validation. She was seeking, like,
I guess the only other time I saw it with Olandria, but Chelsea said it was a joke. I mean, Huda laughed was when she was like, I mean, that's not how you would react. I don't know. If somebody said that to me, I'd be like,
bro, but I've made jokes like that to you. We've made jokes like that to each other.
I guess, but you laugh.
And Huda laughed too.
No, I'm saying, like, she looked at her like serious.
But
like,
you know, Olandria makes dry jokes. Has no one else noticed that the whole entire season?
Maybe I haven't noticed it. I just haven't seen.
She makes jokes just smiling. She was like, she was ovulating. She wasn't laughing when she made that joke.
She was ovulating?
No one
Hannah.
Chelley, when they're like, oh, Chelley went with this girl in the morning and then this guy in the night or whatever.
No, like, that's what I'm saying. She was the one that made that joke?
Yeah, she was like, she was ovulating.
She is funny.
She didn't laugh or anything. She was serious. Whenever she makes any jokes, the girl's literally always serious. So that's why I'm like,
okay, so I'll leave it at that. Only the letter challenge.
Like, yeah, like, it's not like she has a series of being mean at all. And even Jeremiah left there saying that she's like the soul of the villa. She's the sweetest. Everyone has said she's literally the sweetest.
Bro, this is Shanae all over again.
Like, so I
just peeped. Do I just hate the sweet girls?
Like, yeah.
No, because Amaya's sweet also.
Yeah.
It's like if I was hating Amaya.
Yeah. But I guess, like...
But also, I don't want people to think I hate Olandria. I think I don't know why I feel about her. I think it's just that maybe my For You page was too heavily, like, Olandria's mean.
Yeah.
So, like, it shows me, like, only Olandria's mean, so I was, like, writing on that, you know? She's mean. And then also it's just, I just don't like, I think I hate Nick too much that I'm like hating Nicolandria.
Yeah.
Like I hate Nick. Nick is my Taylor.
Yeah.
I hate that man.
But I think it's what's crazy because like obviously I hated Taylor, but like I had real issues with that man. Like at one point I even said he was my enemy.
Yes, you did.
But like once I saw like Olandria like happy whatever and she was like fine, I'm like okay. And I honestly Taylor and Clark are a very cute couple. Like,
very cute.
They're a very cute
I
couple.
hope they last.
And I never was mad. And I don't like how people can try to make it seem like we got mad because Taylor left Olandria. Like that was never the thing. No one was forcing.
Yeah, it was the way he went
did.
about it.
It was the way he went about it. It was the principle of the situation. Like you should have been honest from the start. And that was the only thing. So I think maybe you're upset right now, but like I think like eventually like you're gonna be like.
Yeah, I mean look at her. Sierra's looking beautiful.
I really want to know what she's gonna say about this, but I don't. You think they'll have her on a reunion? I'm getting scared that they won't have a reunion based on like how this cast is.
I don't think so. The whole cast is like crazy.
Like the whole cast is crazy, but I'm like, bro, like I need
Bro,
it. I need them to
posted. Did you see?
Yeah, she said she's not friends with. Like she's like.
I mean, also because it's like of the Nick probably drama, but like.
I don't think it's not the Nick drama. Like she knew Nick for a day.
Yeah.
Like if she has a Nick drama because of that, then that girl crazy too.
Yeah.
Like you knew her for a day. Like that was not your husband.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, yeah, guys. Sorry, it's a long one.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that we got into the same thing.
We
didn't get so passionate,
we didn't
bro.
even talk about the new things. Like I don't even know what the new things were.
I had a whole list.
We can't. Don't even open that right now. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
See you guys next time. I'll be back from Japan and our new video. So let's see. Anything I want to say to myself before I go on my trip? I guess I'm just really excited. I'm really anxious. There's so many things I have to do. I have to wax. I have to do my nails. So many things. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is like a trip of a lifetime. I'm gonna try to vlog things for you guys and do a lot of content. And that's my goal for the trip, to do content over everything, like every little thing. Because that's not something I do, but I want to become a travel influencer. So yeah, and then the things that I'm most excited for are the sumo show. I want to see the little chubby men fighting, and Mario Kart driving, and don't even get me started with Korea, like the skincare stuff. Oh my god, I'm getting this massage in Japan. I'm so excited for that. Apparently top 5 massages in the world.
You gotta let me know how that goes.
Girl, I'm recording, don't worry. But yeah, I'm excited for that, and swimming in the beaches and stuff. But yeah, the sad thing is that I'm gonna miss Chelsea a lot. I've been thinking about it. It's like really getting me depressed. Like I don't know. Alejandra watching this is gonna be like, what the heck do you mean depressed? But like I don't know, guys. I'm having like separation anxiety. Like
I too am also having separation anxiety. This is like, I think like her first like really, I don't know, like big trip without me. Like
yeah,
I'm so sad.
yeah.
I'm sadder than I'm letting on. Like I'm like, wow. I like being next to her when we like experience like new things. So
me too. And I just feel like 2 weeks is like so long, and like the time change. I just hope we get to talk and stuff. I hope you tell me everything.
yeah,
I'll send you pictures. Oh,
Yeah.
this is our goodbye. Like this is the last time we see each other before I come back. So
yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be like really tough. Like that's 2 weeks without her. Like especially like where things are right now. Like at our job. Like so.
I thought you were gonna say things right now with our Love Island differences. I was like, damn,
what's gonna happen these 2 weeks? But yeah, like I'm really gonna miss her a lot. This is really gonna be a difficult 2 weeks for me.
Oh my God. Guys, we love each other, and yes, we're a lesbian couple. Okay. So yes, guys. Don't forget to like,
Comment,
subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 3 Random Girls. Bye.
Thanks for coming to our show.
Gigi, say bye. Bye. Bye to Random Girls. She said it. You see?
You said put me down and hand me, woman.